Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Today's video is going to be my May empties, and I got through a lot. I got through a lot of candles. I think I got it through a decent amount of wax, so we are getting right into this. I am not gonna make a long intro. First off, we're gonna do candles. So we have two of the Serene from Bath & Body Works. And oh my God, you guys, we are starting off. Oh, if you hear little tippy tappies, that's one of my pooches coming in saying hello. Okay, I have two of these. Let me just show you this one. Okay, Hot Mess Express, right? These candles were the hottest mess I have ever burned from Bath & Body Works. Horrible, absolutely horrible. And I don't even know. So there is a batch variance. This is batch A5. Okay, that's this one, Hot Mess Express. But wait till you see the next one. Like I said, I burned two of them. Look at this one. Look at this set. Are you kidding me? Look at this. The rings on the outside with soot and like the gunk match the rings on the outside. Now I understand why all of these candles were left to be like dirt cheap last semi-annual sale. I think it was like the Power one. These candles burned like absolute crap. Horrible, horrible, sooty freaking messes. Now this is the batch A3. And as you can tell, this one soot a lot. So I lit these, I, did my normal thing. I had these burned very, very hot. So usually I will burn my Bath & Body Works candles for about 5 hours, and then I have to, or 4, and then I have to trim the wicks, all that jazz. These didn't even burn for probably 2 hours, and they were screaming high with flames, like screaming hot. That's how that soot happened. I guess it was this wick, that closest one too. I don't even know, they look very close to it, but yeah, I looked and this was just shooting flames after 2 hours, and I was like, oh my God. And then it continued its life of horridness ever since then. There was the wax discolored the first time around. I think this honestly would have done this even if I hadn't, quote unquote, lost control of it, because I didn't lose control over it. They say on the bottom that you can burn them. Let me see. Is it 4.5 hours they say? Yeah. No. Do not burn candle for more than 3 or 4 hours at a time. Okay. So I had it lit for 2 and it created this hot mess. And as you can see, it was the entire way down that this candle did this. Horrible, horrible. The scent throw was okay, but honestly, not even worth it for the amount of headaches that these caused. I was like looking over my shoulder every 30 minutes, looking at these things to try to make sure that they didn't freaking catch my house on fire with how hot they burned. And what's interesting is that, like I said, I never really have a problem with Bath & Body Works. Usually, I mean, yes, if I let them go longer than the recommended time, yes, they can, get high flames. I'm aware of that. But I've never experienced after like 2 hours, it being like a ball of flames. And that's what it was. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that. And the one was way worse. The A5 or whatever, the A3 was worse than the A5. Yeah, the A3 was worse than the A5. So batch variance at its finest, I guess. I have no idea what happened with that candle. I would not repurchase. I liked the scent. I didn't even talk about the scent notes, but you guys saw it in what I'm burning. Sea salt, crystalline waters, coconut milk, and driftwood. It's just like a nice cologne scent. Nope, no ma'am. Get out. Get out. I have a bag here, so you're gonna hear some rustling as I fish out the empties. Okay. Next up, we have this big old Mama Jamma. This is Simply Vanilla from Goose Creek, from Colonial Candle. This is 22 ounces. Look at how fabulous this burned all the way down, you guys. Like, there is very minimum wax left, but it didn't live a life of luxury. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna open it, and you can see that the wicks are not centered. So this wick is a lot farther away from this side than obviously that one is. So this created a really horrible burning problem where this side never fully pulled out. It was constantly like having a little bit of wax, and you can kind of see that it had some residue mainly on this side. After every burn, I just pushed it down with my finger. It didn't really bother me all that much. But it was kind of annoying that it never actually fully had a full pool. It also never created like that really deep wax pool. So it kind of struggled with scent throw at the beginning, but I think also a lot of the oils were concentrated at the bottom. So from like here down, it performed really well scent-wise. It still had trouble pulling out, but after this point, like for some reason it pulled out, no problem. I didn't have to push it down at the last burn or anything like that. But yeah, it was a good scent. Not a vanilla that I would repurchase. It wasn't super strong. Like I said, it did have some burn issues, but this, wicks on this one. I will say, I wound up, did I trim the wicks? Let me reach back into my memory, because this I burned at the very beginning of May, because I actually had it in my April when I'm burning. Or no, what? I don't know. I feel like this was burned a long time ago. Let's just say that. But I can't remember if I trimmed the wicks or if I trimmed the wicks at the beginning and then not at the end. Yeah, that's what happened. I didn't trim the wicks at the end. After like the first couple burns, I realized that it was having trouble after you trim the wicks. So then I just left it as it was. It didn't soot. It didn't create any sooting. It looks amazing. This jar looks awesome. But yeah, so I didn't trim the wicks after that first burn. It smells nice. It smells a little smoky still, but this was a nice vanilla. If it was on super sale, I didn't get this one on sale on Black Friday. If it was on super sale, maybe, because it was a nice scent towards the end. It wasn't like a bakery vanilla at all. It was truly just like a vanilla bean, as you can see there. There's nothing else added to it. Okay, we have Mainstay's Hidden Springs. This is their 3-wick, 11.5 ounce candle. It did burn all the way down, except I blew it out at one of those awkward stages of when your candle has some more burn time left, but like not necessarily enough wick so that where you could blow it out and relight it. So that was what happened. I probably could have burned a little bit more. I mean, I'm not mad at this. There's really not all that much left. Like, come on now. And for $3 or 33 cents or something, I ain't complaining. Yeah, so I blew it out at one of those awkward positions where if you kept it burning, it would have burned more, but you can't relight it kind of thing. The glass is a little cloudy, but did not have any trouble pooling. This didn't create any soot. This had beautiful flames, a beautiful wax pool. This did perfectly with trimming the wicks after every burn. A couple times I did have to blow it out during the burn, but that was because I was burning these for burning this candle for like 8 hours. So like at the 4-hour mark, 5-hour mark, I'd blow it out, trim the wicks, and then relight it. So that was that. But love these things. This did really, really well. Good, pretty good scent. Not the strongest that I've had. I really like the ones that I did in fall. The pumpkin cupcake and the apple pumpkin or pumpkin apple. I liked those ones more because they were a little bit stronger. I probably wouldn't repurchase this particular one just because I like the Garden Rain aquatic scent more. I haven't burned that one yet, but on cold I really like it. So, but yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a good candle and it made me happy. So it did its job for $3. A lot of people sleep on those candles and I don't think you should because I've had really good luck. They always burn amazingly. The scent throw is pretty decent. Like I said, the fall ones were actually really good. So if you're ever at Walmart and you're into candles, check this out. And then the last candle that I have is Autumn Apricot by Old Williamsburg Candle. This is from the dollar store in this adorable mason jar. Burned all the way down to the wick clip. Pretty good amount of wax left, but not nearly as bad as last month's pineapple upside down cake where it was like up to here. This was nice. I can't remember if I tinfoiled it. I probably did. But good scent. Scent throw was like in the bathroom, maybe like a 1 or a 2. But I don't really mind. These things are just so dang cute. For $1, I love that I have a candle for the bathroom. And honestly, in my bathroom, I have a wallflower, so I mean, like, I don't really mind that it doesn't have scent at, you know, the beginning of a wallflower's life, if I'm explaining this correctly. Like, I put a fresh wallflower in, and then I don't really mind if the candle doesn't smell all that much, because I have that stronger wallflower, and then towards the end of the wallflower's life, I'll put, you know, hopefully a stronger candle in the bathroom, but yeah, that's that. I don't even know where that came from, but that's that. Those are pretty good. I mean, what I burned 3 or 4 so far. They're hit or miss. It is what it is. All right, let's get into clamshells. I have a few. First up, we have VCS Bluebird Cafe, which is fresh picked strawberries. This one was actually semi-okay. As I've said in the past, VCS doesn't really perform all that well for me. So I don't, I have one thing left to burn from melt from VCS, and then it's all gone, which is very exciting. Next up is Ron, which is magically delicious and creamy orange sherbet. Didn't love this. Didn't love this at all. Usually with super tarts, I will burn, oh my goodness. I will melt 1 cube and that works just fine. Okay. 1 cube, it works just fine, but for this one, it was a little bit of a lighter scent. So I wound up having to use 2 cubes. And then I also just discovered that I just don't like magically delicious. Creamy orange sherbet, love it, but that magically delicious just gives it a funky note, so I would not repurchase that. And then the last clamshell is Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I really liked this at the end. I picked up 2 clams. The first clam that I melted, I was like, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I said it in an Empties video. I was like, I don't really know if I'd repurchase it. But for some reason, I put this in my Scentsy bowl warmer, which I'm new to using this month. And I loved it. I loved it for the living room. I don't know. Yeah, like on cold, it's like it's a cakey kind of scent. It's like a more heavy cake. It's not like strictly vanilla. I almost feel like there's a touch of spice, but like it's not spicy. If that makes sense. Kind of like a sweet cinnamon, but like not really cinnamon. It's just like a spice. No, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. But yeah, I enjoyed it. The clamshell's oh, you can't really tell, but the clamshell is yellowed a bit. You can't tell in this lighting. I have my overhead lighting on because it's raining here today. But yeah, I probably would repurchase for my living room. In my bedroom, I don't know. For some reason, I'm just not really into it. but I liked it in the living room. So would I repurchase? Maybe. I don't know. I enjoyed it coming home to that scent in the living room. Okay, on to, what are these called? Scent shots, cups, whatever. We have VCS, a spoonful of Cookie Monster. This is sugar cookie dough, buttercream, frosting, sugar milk, and tres leches cake. This was, as per usual, VCS, not really that great. Yeah, I like other Cookie Monsters better. From Hayden Row, we have Pink Cotton Candy. This is just a classic cotton candy scent from vendors. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Yankees is still my favorite. So I wouldn't repurchase this. I can get cotton candy pretty much anywhere. And nothing about this was like all that special, so. But it performed well. From Wax Incredibles, we have blueberry cake batter ice cream, juicy tart blueberries, orange zests, middle notes of butter cake with a base of vanilla and almond, topped with luscious creamy vanilla ice cream. This was just a really nice blueberry scent, a sweet blueberry. I liked it. It performed well. I'm kind of into blueberry all of a sudden. And this was good. I liked it. I repurchased, and you saw in the Wax Incredibles haul that I repurchased a blueberry, I think just cake batter, or blueberry cheesecake I repurchased. And it's pretty good. And then last scent cup from Sassy Girl, we have a cake batter fudge, which is supposed to be like a chocolate scent, but for some reason I got berry. I have no idea. This smelled like berries. Like a berry, I don't know. It was this brown, dark brown wax, so maybe, and like fudge. I think of chocolate fudge, but I thought it was supposed to be chocolate, but I got berry, so. Would I repurchase that? No, I wouldn't. Even if it was chocolate, I would not repurchase that. If it was supposed to be berry, I still wouldn't repurchase it. Just not my thing. Okay. And now we're on to bags, and then we are done. First up is Rose Girls Vanilla Ice Cream. Did I talk about this before? I I don't know. I'll talk about it again. This was her mini melter bags. Vanilla ice cream is just not my thing. I've tried it in a couple different vendors, but for some reason it just gives me like a sour note after like an hour of being in the warmer. So would not repurchase it. Her stuff is good, but just that scent is not for me. From Front Porch Candles, this is Cotton Candy Cake Icing. This was a pack of 4 grubbies. Finally finished this. I have a few things left from Front Porch that were sent to me in a random act of kindness. But this was okay. It's just, her wax is not my favorite, so I don't know. I keep hitting this tripod. Sorry, guys. We're still in that ebb and flow phase. Yeah, Front Porch, just not really, I don't know, not my thing. Swan Creek La Petite Macaron. I always want to say macaroon. Do we got it like sherbet? It's supposed to be said like sherbet or something. No, I don't know. I just want to call it macaroon. Let me call it that and let me live. So La Petite Macaroon. It was okay. This was sent to me by a lovely lady. She gave me 2 cubes of this. It was okay. I don't know. I thought I would like it way more based off the scent notes, but no, the bag doesn't even really have scent anymore. Yeah, the bag doesn't have scent anymore, so I don't even really remember. I remember it was kind of like almondy, and I think maybe that's why I didn't really love it. I was expecting more of like a cakey type note from a macaroon, but it's okay. I wouldn't repurchase that though. Sassy Girl Blackberry. This was her blender sticks. Really loved it. Her blender sticks are awesome. I throw one in and I leave it, and it's just, it lives its best life. Like this a lot, but I have blackberry in the kitchen in a chunk bag, so I wouldn't repurchase this at the moment, but not because I didn't love it, but because I don't really need it. From Hillbilly Wax Company, we have Country Fair, which is sweet cotton candy, caramel apples, and fresh funnel cake. This was pretty good. Let me see if I can spell. Pretty good. Oh yeah, it was definitely caramely for sure. It was, yeah, the first thing you get is caramel apple, and those 2 things are not really my favorite, and then afterwards you get funnel cake. It was an interesting scent. I've never tried anything quite like it, so I enjoyed being able to try it, but would I repurchase? Probably not. From Wax Incredibles, we have Magically Delicious, which is bubblegum, sweet tooth, and wild berry mousse. This was a straight up bubblegum scent. I tried it to see if I liked it because it was a sample. Not for me. Bubblegum is just not, it's just not my jam. From, who is this? Designer Wax. This is Wintergreen and November Rain. I melted this when I was sick, the very beginning of May. And, her stuff is good, but like I said in the past videos, her bags are very, very thin. So I feel like a lot of these scents that I have from last March, I think, like March, I don't know, last spring, beginning of summer, they've just lost a lot of scent. So I really have to make an effort to get through the single cubes that I have of hers. I have quite a bit left. I think I have like 5 or 6 left in this just single cube style. So I've got to try it. As for the scent, like for my preferences, I couldn't really smell it. I was kind of saving this for when I was going to be sick. I liked the November Rain, and the Wintergreen wasn't actually bad, but I mean, I couldn't really smell it. But from cold, I remember it being a fairly good scent. Also from Designer Wax, this is Wintergreen Shaving Cream. You definitely got that shaving cream. I also, again, melted this when I was sick. The Wintergreen was really, really strong, but the shaving cream was just a little bit stronger. So this was a nice blend, actually. Would I purchase it again? Probably not, but I liked it for its purpose, which was when I was sick. And then we have a sample from 10 Digit Creations in Strawberry Blonde. This was really good, actually. I enjoyed this. This was like a very strong strawberry with like a, I think Strawberry Blonde has like, or Blonde Moment has like lemon in it. This was nice. I enjoyed it. I've always had pretty good luck with 10 Digit Creations. Her stuff has been pretty, you know, consistent for me in terms of scent throw. Last couple of things. I have a votive in Candy Cane Lane from from Yankee. It is what it is. We all know. We all know. Yankee, you can't smell their votives. Like, let's be real. And the last thing that I have here to round out this almost 20-minute video is a Wallflower in Lavender Vanilla. Scent notes are lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk. Well, I don't really like lavender, but I like to have it on hand for just, I know that it's supposed to evoke a relaxing mentality. And that's why I keep it around on hand. I just decided to try it because I also have a candle from Old Williamsburg in lavender marshmallow that I'm burning alongside with this. So I figured it's just a nice theme for the bathroom. We'll let it play out. We'll see how it does. This is actually really nice because the lavender is not like an herbal lavender. You totally get more vanilla and sugared musk. To me, this almost smells like a more musky lavender marshmallow, but it's not like a disgusting musk. It's actually it's like a sweet but warm, like the musk gives it that warmness, and since it's sugared, it's a little bit sweet, and then you get the vanilla and the lavender as an afterthought, and it's actually really nice, and this is performing pretty well for a wallflower. They sometimes lose their steam towards the end, but it's actually doing quite well. So that is it. That is everything that I have this month. Whew. I think I did pretty good, you guys. Now for June, I am definitely going to be focusing on getting things out of my stash that have like two cubes left in a clamshell, scent shots like this that have like one piece left. I'm going to focus on bakery bags that I've taken quite a bit out of, but they're not quite empty, so I probably won't empty bakery bags. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed for June. My goal for June, and it's pretty risky or pretty bold, is to create an empty every other day. So I'm hoping I'm going to create a lot of empties. Like I said, I have got quite a few clamshells that have 2 cubes left, so I really want to get those out. A few scent shots that only have 1 thing left, so I would love to move all of that stuff out and get room for some new goodies. So that is everything, you guys. Let me know down below how your month of May went for burning, melting. Let a girl know. I love to chat with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.